All right, what's up? Email Dan here. Today we're going to talk about deliverability, which is really important. You can have the best email marketing strategy, copy, campaigns, but if your emails are not landing in the inbox, then it's all totally worthless. So let's go over here. So what is deliverability exactly? Deliverability is basically the probability that your emails are landing in the inbox. There's three places where emails can go. Let's just use Gmail for an example. They can go to spam, very not good. Promotions, which isn't terrible but isn't great either, or the inbox. And the inbox is like the golden key. That's what you want to get into. It's also important to know that it takes some time to land in the inbox. With ISPs, you're basically guilty before you're proven innocent. So you need to prove that you're not a spammer before you land in the inbox for most um, internet service providers. Uh, Sometimes it takes months, especially if you've had a list. Like you can have people come to me and they always say, I have a list of 100,000 people. And I'm like, okay, cool. How often are you emailing them? Are you segmenting the list? And they're like, well, I email them like once a month and I don't know what a segment is. I'm like, okay, then it's kind of worthless, So you can have a giant list, but if it's not engaged, then it's going to take some time before you can get some money out of it. So let's get to it. So the three steps to increase your email deliverability. There's more than three steps, but these are just three tips that I'm going to go over with you today. The first one is to segment. Now this is super, super important. Sending your campaigns to every single subscriber on your list is something that you can do like once a year, maybe. Regular campaigns must be sent to engaged segment. A good segment that Klaviyo recommends, and it's the same one that I use, is clicked email or opened email or joined newsletter or whatever lists that you're using in the last 60 days and the person is not suppressed. Now, having that said, I've had a few clients where I needed to bump it back from 60 days to 30 days because uh, it was really just that bad of a list. To be frank, they must have had bad traffic or really old leads. So if 60 days doesn't work for you within the first few weeks, bring it back to 30, and then you're basically starting out fresh, which is better than using not good emails. So now moving forward, I said person is not suppressed, right? And you're probably thinking, what the hell does suppressed mean? So this brings me to my second point, which is list cleaning. So list cleaning is often an overlooked and under-applied tactic, but is detrimental to your deliverability. Segmenting is excellent for sending to engaged profiles, but it's really only part of deliverability. So most ISPs like Yahoo or Google, they do keep track of your open rates, your click rates, and your spam complaints, so on and so forth. So even if you aren't emailing these unengaged profiles, just keeping them in your list can hurt your deliverability. They do keep track of that as well. So to clean your list, you must identify what unengaged means to your brand or business. Now it's different for every business, different for everybody, so I really can't give you a ballpark. But in the blog post I have, there's a link on how Klaviyo suggests that you clean your email list. Basically, as I said, you find the unengaged segment, however you define that, export it, and then you import it into the suppressed profiles section of your Klaviyo account, and it removes them from the list, puts them into that suppressed, and you actually save money too because Klaviyo does not charge you for suppressed profiles. And brings me to the last and I think most important part of deliverability, which is to send consumable, relevant, free content in campaigns more than sales, productions, or discounts. Now, don't fall for the temptation of coupons. Too many coupons will lower your margins, damage your brand's reputation, and train customers to only purchase during the sale. Me personally, I send out maybe like 3 or 4 coupons and campaigns a year, depending on the client. Now, if it was like let's say a patriotic store, I'd probably do like Memorial Day, 4th of July, Veterans Day, and Black Friday, and that's it. If it was like a pet store, I would do like Pets Day, Dogs Day, Cats Day, Black Friday, or even then, maybe not. I really don't like coupons because so I make money no matter what, right? But I will make more money if my clients make more money. So sure, I might be getting a percentage of sales of their emails, but if their profit margin is 50% and I'm sending out a 30% off coupon, then I take 15 of that whatever, then they get left over with 5%. It's not right. It's not. They're not going to grow that way, and I grow and my clients grow, and you grow as well. If you're an independent e-commerce business owner, you need to know your margins, and you need to not devalue your brand and actually make money from emails. It can be done. It just takes time. So now, the way that I send this content is I invest in blog writers, and I have them write blog posts that are relevant to each client's niche. Um, and I send those more often than I will send promotional campaigns, like highlighting a product or a sale or something like that. So it's an investment in either time. So you're either investing time or you're investing money. If you're just starting out, invest your time and write the blog post yourself. It's a great skill to have. It's a great way to get to know and talk your customer's language. If you have the money to invest, then hire a blog writer. I have a whole team of blog writers. Hit me up. I'll share them with you. They're great. Now, if you see the blog post that I have, this is one of my accounts. I can't give too much information because I take my clients' privacy like super seriously. But you can see that in the last 30 days in this screenshot, campaigns, which is just campaigns, generated $10,738 in the last 30 days. And I put absolutely no coupons in there. Now, I will say it's a pretty big list. The list is like 40,000 people of engaged profiles. Not the whole list. I don't even know how big it is, but the engaged profiles are 40,000. So it's a pretty good sized list. But it just go, and like my blog posts cost maybe for that account maybe like, I don't know, 400, so, and then so on, whatever. So just from the coupons or just from the campaigns alone, my client paid for the Klaviyo subscription and paid my bill, even after they charged me for the flows. So even after I charged them for the flows, which is way more than the 10,000. So to top it off, the open rates for that account were upwards of 25%, and the click rates hovered around 2 or 3% per campaign. So another really good thing about having regular good content uploaded to your site is consistently new high quality content with regular traffic will help boost your Google rankings. And who doesn't love free traffic, right? So as I said before, without good deliverability, your email marketing strategy is pointless. If no one is seeing your emails, no one is reading your emails, and nobody wants to waste their time or money. There are so much more ways to increase your deliverability. These are just 3 basic, easy tips that anyone can implement on their own that I'm suggesting to you. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email. I'm always around, dan@samadimarketing.com. And thanks for stopping in.